Today we've got some dramatic video that everyone should see as we recognize National Fire Prevention Week and the critical need for home safety planning. This important safety message comes from Underwriters Laboratorius Firefighter Safety Research Institute, the leader in fire safety research that has helped develop the Close Before You Doze campaign. Here to explain how this simple tip can save lives are Steve Kerber, director of the Underwriters Laboratories Firefighter Safety Research Institute, and Fairfax County firefighter Vincent Harrison. Welcome, Steve and Vincent. Thanks for being here.
All right, thank you for having us.
Well, first of all, tell me about this Close Before You Doze program.
Yeah, so Close Before You Doze campaign is a result of more than 10 years at studying how fire grows and spreads in homes and wanting to get this important life-saving tip out to the public. We see time and time again that as quick as fire spreads, that simple barrier of the door can buy critical time to both figure out what's going on as your smoke alarms activate, also to buy you that valuable time for the fire department to come rescue you if you can't get out on your own.
And we have a video that you want to tell me about.
Yeah, so this is actual footage of my crew and myself responding to a house fire where once we made entry, we located the fire and the fire was rolling over top of our heads. We heard the cries of a little girl who wasn't too far away. Her bedroom wasn't too far away from where the actual fire was. And moving over to where she was, we opened the door and saw a room that had no fire damage, no smoke damage, no soot. And we were able to make a virtually seamless rescue because she did the act of closing the door and making a barrier between her and the fire.
Wow, just a simple thing that people maybe really need to think about before they go to bed at night. Fires are one of those things people don't realize how quickly they can spread, right?
Oh, you're absolutely right. People don't think a fire is going to happen to them, and people also don't realize how fast fire is today. Our homes used to be full of natural materials like cotton and wool, which spread fire very slowly, so you'd have 17 minutes or more to get out of your home if you had a fire. Today, because our homes are full of plastics and synthetic materials and open floor plans, you've got less than 3 minutes to get out safely.
So what are some ways that people can improve fire safety in their home, especially when we talk about Fire Safety Week?
Well, the first thing you can do is have an escape plan. Make sure that yourself, your family have a plan to get out of the house in multiple ways and know where to go and where to meet once you are out. Make sure that you have working smoke alarms on all the floors, including the rooms that you sleep in. And make sure that you're checking these smoke alarms monthly. Don't just stick them up and then forget that they're there. Make sure you're checking them monthly and replace them every 10 years. And then finally, close before you doze. Make sure that you are closing the door before you go to sleep, which will buy you vital time in case of a fire.
You did mention the smoke alarms. Just tell us again, why is it so important to have those working smoke alarms?
Yeah, working smoke alarms are key. Many times people will take the batteries out of those alarms or take them down because of cooking false alarms and things along those lines. We see that with working smoke alarms, your chances of dying in a fire are cut in half. And even though we know this, we also see that 2/3 of people that die in fires didn't have smoke alarms or they weren't working.
And what is the mission of the, what do you call the Underwriters Laboratories Firefighter Safety Research Institute? What is your mission?
Yes, the mouthful.
Yes.
Our mission is to increase the knowledge of the fire service so they can be out there protecting all of our communities on the front lines to make sure that we work towards a fire-safe world.
Great information, guys. Where can people go to find more information?
Yeah, please go to closeyourdoor.org to find out more about the Close Before You Doze message, and smokealarms.ul.org, where you can make sure you've got the right working smoke alarms and they're in all the right places.
Awesome information. Thanks for joining us. Close Before You Doze. Vincent, Stephen, thanks for being here.
This interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.